Making micronized purple rice affordable. I am so excited to be in the studio today to be able to share with you how you can afford to be on micronized purple rice even if you don't think you can. Over the past 2 years since I've been involved with micronized purple rice, I've seen it do so many things for so many people, but time and time again I come across this little phrase. I love what micronized purple rice can do for me, but I don't think I can afford it. What if you could? What if there was a way? If you can spare 20 minutes of your time, I'm going to take you through a way that it is affordable for virtually anybody. So if you can be open-minded for the next 20 minutes, grab yourselves a pen and paper or grab your cell phone so that you can take photographs of the slides that appear. Because the gentleman that gives us micronized purple rice has also gifted us, in fact, an amazing system that allows virtually anybody to be on the micronized purple rice for free, or even to start earning income from recommending it to others. So, if you are a raving fan, and if you are curious about how you might be able to afford to be on this product longer term and receive an income that will offset the cost of your purple rice and provide you with an income beyond the cost of the purple rice, stay with me. First question for you. Could you this month find 4 people that want to trial this product for free? If that's a green light, then we're ready for the next bit. You see, where there is a will, there is a way. And the gentleman that has given us micronized purple rice has also given us an amazing reward system that will reward you for simply sharing his product with others. This is just one way that you may be able to make micronized rice affordable for you. Month 1, day 1, you purchase 2 30 servings jars for $140. Now, if you're thinking, I can't afford $140 at this stage, don't be concerned because there's more coming. So of those 2 30 servings jars, you eat one yourself, that's taking a teaspoon a day, and you divide the product in the other jar into 4 7-day samples. And we can provide you with a sample bottle and very professional labels and leaflets so that you can then gift to 4 people you know a 7-day sample. If any of these 4 people then want a longer trial, you bring them along to a meeting with your sponsor so that they can discover the best way for them to be on the product. You're new to this product, so you won't be able to answer all the questions. All you do is bring the people that want to be on the product a longer period of time along to a meeting with your sponsor. That's the person who introduced you to the micronized purple rice. Now, let's say that 2 of the 4 come back to you and say, yes, I can feel more energy, I'm sleeping better, I'm handling stress better, I would like to be on this product longer. So, when at the get together with their sponsor, if 2 of them decide that the best way for them to be on the product is by joining the business, you will now have 2 people that you can introduce into the business. Introductory commission for an executive IBO is 55 Kiwi dollars, so that is income of 110 for you. It costs just $115 at the moment to join as a standard IBO. So, if you are wanting the product more cheaply or for free, enroll yourself as a standard IBO using the money from your first 2 people that you've brought in. If you think you would like some extra income and think you're going to rave to more people about the product beyond this first 4 that you've given samples to, you need to be an executive IBO. That is dearer. It costs $285, but it will be much better for you longer term because of the rewards that you'll receive. So whichever way you sign up, you will receive a free 30 servings jar of micronized purple rice. You can either eat it yourself in month 2, or you can divide it into more sample bottles for family and friends. Each jar will make up 4 one-week bottles, or you can sell it to someone for $90. We're allowed to sell a first trial jar for $90. The usual retail price is $140. So let's say that you sell it to one of the first people you gave your 7-day samples to. So you gave 4 7-day samples out. Of those 4, 2 people decided that they wanted to buy at wholesale rates and so joined the business, and you received introductory commission for that. One of the other remaining 2 doesn't want to do the business, but they still want to be on the product for longer to see if it might do more for them. That person you can sell a 30 servings jar to for $90. So, month 2, you have an auto ship of $140 for 2 30 servings jars, less $90 that you'll have received from selling your enrollment jar. That means in month 2, the cost for you of being on micronized purple rice is just $50. And you have 2 jars. One to go into 4 more samples or sell, and 1 for you to eat. You can give out your samples and work with the 2 people that you've introduced to the business to give out their samples. They're each going to find 4 people. So each of the people you've brought in will have 2 jars. One of those jars they will eat themselves, and the other jar they'll divide into 4 samples just like you did. And of their 4, they're also looking for at least 2 who want to be on the product longer by joining the business and by getting the product at wholesale rates. So in month 2, here's a little diagram to help it make sense. You enrolled 2 people at that meeting with your sponsor. Your first enrollment is Abby, and your second enrollment is Bob. In month 2, you then help Abby find 2 people, and you help Bob find 2 people. So these are people that Abby and Bob know that you are just on hand to help them with should questions arise. And if you need to refer to your own sponsor through this period, that's okay too. So what happens in month 2 is Abby will receive 150 points for the person she enrolls. And the same will happen for Bob's 2 enrollments. There'll be 150 points for when you first enrolled Abby, and there'll be 150 points from when you first enrolled Bob. You also receive 150 points for your enrollment. So in month 2, these are the business volume points that you get for the enrollments. Let's have a look. On your left side, you've got 150 for your enrollment, 150 for Abby's enrollment, and 300 points for Abby's 2 new recruits. That will give you 600 business volume points. On your right side, you've got 150 for Bob's enrollment. You enrolled Bob. And you've got 300 points for the 2 people that Bob has introduced. That gives you 400 business volume points. For every 450 business volume points on one side and 225 on the other, you receive 55 Kiwi dollars. So let's summarize. I know this is a lot of information to take in when you first start. So day 1, month 1, you paid 140 for 2 30 servings jars. You ate one of those and you gave one of them away in the form of 4 7-day bottles. As a result of doing that free trial, you then brought 2 people into the business, and that brought you in $110, making the cost of joining the business just $5. That's not bad, is it, for a new business? You then sold your introductory jar for $90, offset against the cost of your month 2 auto ship, means it cost you just $50 for your own micronized purple rice in month 2. So your rice in month 2, you're going to eat 1 jar, and you've got a second jar. You can either sell that for a trial price of $90, you can sell it for retail price of $140, or you can make it into more free sample bottles. Plus BVP commission of $55 has now just repaid your $5 for joining and the $50 you paid for your month 2 auto ship. So your micronized purple rice can be free for you as soon as month 2. Your total cost that you've invested at this stage is $140 for those first 2 jars. You ate one and then you divided the product in the second jar into 4 free samples for family and friends. So, as soon as month 2, if you can find 2 other people to join the business, and if they can each find 2 people to join the business, your micronized purple rice will be free for you. So, how does that feel, knowing that if you bring 2 people into the business so that they can get their micronized purple rice at wholesale rates, and if they each find 2 people to bring into the business to get their micronized purple rice at wholesale rates, by the end of month 2, you could be receiving your micronized purple rice for free. Let's see what happens in month 3. So in month 3, the focus is on Abby and Bob, your first 2 recruits, supporting their first 2 new recruits to find 2 people each. So Abby's first recruit is Kath, and so Abby will help Kath find 2 new recruits, and then help her second recruit Deb find her 2 recruits, and Bob will work with Eric and with Fee to find their recruits. That is going to give you 600 points on your left and 600 business volume points on your right. Plus, everyone else above them is on auto ship, getting 2 jars a month for $140 and earning 80 business volume points. That will give you 320 business volume points on your left and 240 business volume points on your right. So total for month 3 looks like this. On your left, 920, on your right, 840. Plus there are some leftover points from month 2 that weren't converted to cash. So the total on the left is 1,070, the total on the right 1,065. The highest figure, which is called the power side, gets divided by 450. That gives 2 steps. And the lowest figure, often referred to as the profit side, gets divided by 225, giving 4 steps. You will get paid on the lowest one. So you would get paid here on 2 steps. That will give you $110 towards your auto ship in month 3. If you introduce another 2 people in month 3, because you'll have more time on your hands, remember month 1 you were recruiting 2 people. Month 2 you worked with Abby and Bob to find their 2 recruits. In month 3, Abby and Bob are working with their people to find recruits. It's not inconceivable that in month 3 you've got a bit more time on your hands. You could find yourself a couple more recruits, in which case you will receive another $110 for those introductions. We're going to look at just one more month, month 4. So Kath, Deb, Eric and Fee are now supporting their new recruits to find 2 new people each. Kath's first enrolment, Greg finds his, Hal finds his, Iris finds hers, Jen finds hers, Chris finds his, Lou finds hers, Mel finds hers, and Nat finds hers. That will give you 1,200 points on your left and 1,200 points on your right. So total for month 4, we've got carry forward again points from month 3. So your points, if they don't get converted to cash, can carry forward for up to 12 months. It's a very fair system. So the carry forward on the left was 190, the carry forward on the right was 615. Plus, from new sign-ups, there's 1,200 points on your left and 1,200 points on your right. Plus there are 15 auto ships. Everybody that didn't enroll this month, everybody in the tree above them is on auto ship, and each of those auto ships generates 80 points. That will give you another 640 on your left and 560 on your right. Now, of course, these figures only make sense if everybody is successful at finding 2 people to bring into the business. That doesn't always work that way. Some people bring in more, some people bring in less. But there's nothing to stop you bringing in more than your 2 if you wish. And there's nothing to stop others beneath you bringing in more than their 2 if they wish to. So, total points. On the left, 2,030. On the right, 2,375. So the power side has switched across to the right. That one gets divided by 450, giving 5 steps. And the lower figure, 2,030, gets divided by 225, making 9 steps. You would get paid on 5 steps, which is $275. So you can see it's already more than paying for your auto ship, because your auto ship's costing 140, and by month 4 your commission from your business volume points will be 275. What I've talked to you about so far is what would happen if you sign up to, and then the people you bring into the business sign up to, and then they sign up to. What I haven't said to you is that people above you can also bring people into the business and place them beneath you. You will earn points on what those people purchase on their auto ships and on their introductory commissions, and you'll also earn points on any business that those people bring in as well. To receive commissions, you have to be active, and that means being committed to the monthly auto ship of 2 jars for $140. How do you earn commission? To earn commission, you've got to be in the business yourself as either an executive IBO or as a standard IBO. And you've got to bring in 2 people who want to be on the product and who also want to join the business. They can be standard IBOs or executive IBOs. What's important is that they are active by being on auto ship, receiving 2 jars of micronized purple rice for $140 a month. Here are the points, what we receive points for. So it's 150 for an executive IBO enrollment, plus there is a cash incentive in New Zealand, that's $55 New Zealand dollars. In America, it's US $40. For a standard IBO enrollment, it's 55 points. For an auto ship, it's 80 points. A retail sale of a 30 servings jar, 55 points. A retail sale of a 90 servings jar, 120 points. A retail sale of a bulk pack of 12 30 servings jars, you'll get 500 points. And a retail sale of 6 90 servings jar, 500 points as well. The thing I need to make clear to you though is that those retail sales, they may be made by you or they may be made by somebody beneath you. Let's say that down from you there are 4 people, somebody you've brought in, somebody they've brought in, and it goes down 4 levels. If the person at the bottom of the tree purchases a bulk pack of 12 30 servings jar because they really want to make a go with this business, they will get 500 points. So will the next person, so will the next person, so will the next person, right up to you. You will also receive the points. For every 450 business volume points on one side that is matched by 225 on the other, you will receive 1 step. And 1 step is equivalent to US $40. Here in New Zealand, it's equivalent to 55 Kiwi dollars. So, have you got any questions about what I've said here? If you have, get in touch with the person that shared this clip of film with you, and let's see if we can create a game plan for you to get your micronized purple rice free within just 2 months, and then from month 3 onwards start generating some extra income for you. Wouldn't that be cool?